Hey, how you doing? In this episode, we're gonna do the Kamikaze shot. Hey, welcome back. So in this episode, we're gonna do the Kamikaze shot. This is one of the most classic shots that you're gonna make as a bartender, and definitely one that you need to know. The good thing is it's very, very simple, very basic, and it's oftentimes kind of just a default shooter that people go to, like if they don't want a straight shot of tequila or vodka or whiskey or whatever. Like if they want kind of a mixed shooter that's a little sweeter, but a lot of times people don't know a lot of crazy shooters, so this is just the one that they'll blurt out by default. Might not be the most flashy or cool shooter out there, but because of its popularity, it's one that you definitely need to know as a working bartender. So you'll make these quite a bit. Okay, so all we need for this one, shaker tin, strainer, little small rocks or large shooter glass, what have you, anywhere between 3 and 5 ounces. Then our main ingredients, which is going to be vodka, triple sec, and then a sour mix, like sweet and sour. Here's a cool trick for you. If you're building your own home bar or if you're just buying for a home bar, margarita mix / sour mix, as long as there's no alcohol in it, right? It's just this generic mix. Margarita mix is basically the same thing as like sweet and sour or sour mix. So you can just use this if you need to. If you're in a bar, you'll just have sweet and sour on your gun, and you're just gonna use a little splash of that. So again, we're always gonna make these into a tin because you're usually gonna be making multiple. When you're making shooters, it's very rare that you're just gonna make a single one, and there's multiple ingredients, so it's easiest to build it into a tin, give it a few shakes, and then we'll strain it out from there. So I like to put a little bit of ice in there just so it kind of helps mix it up and chills it down a little bit. Then again, like a lot of these 3-part shooters, they're roughly 3 ounces, 2 to 3 ounces, so you just kind of shoot a little bit under an ounce for each ingredient, and then you'll roughly come out about right. So I like to do about a 3 count, 1, 2, 3 of each of those. In terms of a vodka, generally, if you're just making these for customers, when you're making shots in general, you're not usually gonna grab the top shelf or the call brand liquors. You're just gonna grab the cheap stuff of whatever is in your well, the little speed rack well that's just the generic brands. This is at my bar, and so I'm rolling high class with some Kettle One, but triple sec is just cheap stuff. And then we're just gonna put a little splash of our sour mix or margarita mix, whatever you got, roughly an ounce, just roughly, right? And then just give it a little stir. I don't want this thing to expand and stretch, because if you shake it, more ice will melt, and it'll kind of, the shot will kind of grow. I don't really want this to grow a whole lot, just because I'm only making one of these, so I'm just gonna kind of swirl it around a little bit in there, and then pour that on out. And there you go. There is your Kamikaze shooter, or shot, shooter, whatever you want to say. I generally go by the rule that a shot is like a small little shot of tequila or a shot of whiskey, and a shooter is like these guys, things that are kind of mixed, and they're a little bit bigger. So Kamikaze, it's a delicious, easy one, very reminiscent of like 7-Up with a little twist of vodka in there. It's basically what you're getting. It's just kind of a limey 7-Up soda, kind of sweet with a little bite of the vodka. Now another fun way to do this is you can actually squeeze a lime wedge and drop it in there, or even a lemon wedge and drop it in there if you want to give this a little more class and a little more of a natural bite to it. But this is just the basic if you're just doing quick and dirty shooters like you usually will be when you're working in the bar. So there you go, there's the Kamikaze. All right, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. I'm Jason, this has been making you a bartending pro. I'll see you on the next episode, take care. For more, check out these playlists. And subscribe to get new videos.